nothing tonight. I
Welcome.
am nothing.
John's not even a host.
I'm not a host. I can't do any of the things tonight. All I can do is talk. And if I get pulled out of the stream, I can't even get, can't even get back in. So.
All right, throw out the fruit brute question.
All right. So, do you guys remember Fruit Brute from your childhood cereal days? It was in the Count Chocula family, I guess.
I like the universe cereal.
Count Chocula universe. But they had Count Chocula, which was probably the best one, and then Frankenberry, which was okay, and then they had Boo Berry, which was pretty abominable, and then they had Fruit Brute that they tried to slide in there, which was absolutely horrific. It was a direct ripoff of Fruity Pebbles, which were also not good.
Apparently, it failed miserably, and it was in 1974, so that was just before I was born. So
the thing about Rice Krispies and Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles is it's hit and miss because they're so small that they actually get stale easily. So if you get a super fresh bag that happens to be not too overbaked, because it's easy to burn those suckers. If you get one that's the right crispiness.
What are you even talking about?
Then they're
I've
really
never
good.
had a burned bag of Cocoa Krispies.
No, that's what happens when they just don't taste right. It's like they're too crunchy or something, and they're a little bit off. But if you get the right consistency, they're really good. I like Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles and all of that.
Can cereal be too crunchy? Does anybody ever complain
to me,
about that?
It is.
Yes,
but I like
can absolutely be too crunchy. Yeah,
I like the idea of here at General Mills, we only bring you the freshest farm to table Fruity Pebbles, straight from the cereal farm to your table. But I have had I have had a burned Fruity Pebble, and you all of a sudden you hit a rock.
Yes, it's too crunchy.
Oh,
yeah.
What? But I can't do.
Well, rocks
Captain
are not
Crunch.
crunchy.
Yeah, Captain Crunch is the one that murders me.
Captain Crunch is weird because it leaves a film. Like the sugar that it's coated with will coat your spoon and coat your tongue and your lips, and then it's almost like glue.
Count Chocula is basically it's made of some sort of abrasive compound that will literally shred the inside of your mouth. Is that what you're talking about, Juwan?
I thought Count Chocula was more like Cocoa Pebbles.
I'm talking about Captain Crunch.
Yeah, Captain Crunch is made out of. They have to quarry Captain Crunch. They dig it up out of the ground and trucks haul it in.
It's minerals.
And then they put strawberry flavoring on it.
No, you know what used
strawberry minerals.
You know what used to be really deadly and dangerous was, remember when they had Jolly Ranchers in those long sticks instead of, because normally they're you pop them in your mouth and they're like bricks, but they also made Jolly Ranchers that were
they big?
Yes, they were long and flat, maybe the size of a ruler, but half the size of a ruler.
I do remember those.
6 inches
like a
long,
foot-long sucker.
That thing would be like a knife blade after you sucked on it a little bit.
Yes, it would start to get lines in it that your taste buds would slide into if you weren't careful. And
yes.
it would make you bleed. Yeah.
Yes.
Make it into a shiv.
It would. It's a candy shiv. And they had we were worried about razor blades in apples, but that never happened. But you literally could slice your tongue off with a Jolly Rancher.
Fashion candy into a knife. All the kids got into the Jolly Rancher gang in my neighborhood.
You would suck that Jolly Rancher down to a razor's edge.
You had 10 kids on a porch sucking on Jolly Ranchers. What are you doing, kids? We're getting ready for a rumble.
Gonna kill the room, gonna talk some smack. Cutting it down.
Work on my Alfred Hitchcock.
Take a ride in my Cadillac. Kicking it live on the radio.
There you go.
Got a right to know.
There you go.
This ain't my first rodeo.
It's insane.
Are you ready for the show?
That is insane. There's no such thing as cereal being too crunchy.
Are you ready for the show?
Oh, I know what these are. The Rocket Pops were like
Rocket
red, white, and green, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, blue.
Oh, blue.
Do you guys
They weren't
remember what was the name of this cereal? It was like the first Saturday Night Live commercial where that was literal rocks. It was like nature's goodness.
I think Rocket Pops were green. I think you're thinking of Rocket.
No, they're red, white, and
You're
blue.
thinking of this. You're thinking of ice cream. It's not
Yeah.
that. It's not ice cream.
Gonna be impressed. Ain't no time to be depressed. Are you ready for the best?
Best. You guys are out of your minds.
I'll find a picture of the Rocket Pops they're talking about.
What a welcome.
You guys are out of your ever-loving minds. What flavor was the white? Like the red was sort of a cherry, and the blue was sort of a punch or a blueberry thing. But what was
That's a
that
different
white
thing.
flavor? It was like
Okay, I see what you're
gasoline.
saying. I looked it up. Rocket Pops candy is already shaped like a
Like
knife.
a like a
Oh,
well like
It's
a
like
like a
yellow,
lance.
green.
Like
Yeah.
what you use for jousting.
I know it's like it's a jousting lance.
Yes.
And you put that in your mouth and get like a point on that thing, and you
Yes.
could puncture the daylights out of
You could
somebody.
rob a bank with it.
That's how
could.
tongue piercings first became a thing was in the
was
80s
with
or
Rocket
so.
Pops.
Yeah, with
Well,
Rocket
might
Yeah,
as
I
well put
forgot
that
about
together.
those.
Yep.
I totally forgot about those.
Anyway, it's come down to this. We've chased all our friends away.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the three of us.
It's just the three of
Oh,
us. JT, I
darn.
think, is still technically our friend. He's just busy doing something else tonight.
That's
And
true.
Brian is still our friend too. I don't want to say, I don't
No,
want
no,
to
no.
give people the wrong
He's
impression.
also busy. Everyone is busy, and now here we are, just the three of us.
Right, but we didn't chase anybody away.
Okay.
This is the
Okay. She's like, oh, well.
Yeah, now she's
now
gone.
it's just
Okay.
two of us.
Okay.
What are we going to do?
See you.
There's
He just
somebody-
chased me away.
Oh, okay. That freaked me out because I'm used to being able to see people at the bottom of the screen, and I can't tonight because we're trying something to keep me more in the show, more present than I tend to be because my computer doesn't work well when we broadcast.
Oh, that's why you're not doing the green screen, too.
Oh,
Mhm.
so
Look at
yeah,
my-
you can't
look at my
see.
background.
You can't see any of these comments until I actually put them up.
I can see them over here, but I
well,
can't
yeah.
put them on the screen.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So I can see the comments, but I have no control. I can't put anything up on the screen. I can't play any song. I can't do anything. I'm powerless, is what I'm saying. And we're going to see if this helps, if this makes me more present than I
So
have
far, so good.
been. So far, it's working excellent, which is telling me this is a good thing. This is research. It tells me that it's my computer and not necessarily the internet. My computer is being overtaxed when I'm broadcasting. It's trying to do too much, and so it bogs down,
Yeah.
freezes, slows down.
You maybe
I'm
should
not
get
sure
out
how to
of
fix that.
Windows 95, I guess. Maybe
Yeah.
would help.
Maybe that should.
Upgrade
I'll
to
try that.
99 or
I'll
something.
upgrade to Windows 98.
NT.
Yeah, the Windows. What was the one that was
XP.
XP?
that what
That's
you
the
said?
one.
Ooh.
XP.
Yeah.
But we still have a fantastic show tonight. We have an enormous show planned, a gigantic show. Oops. Look how messed
That
up
looks
this is.
great. I'm going to take that back down for just a second.
You cannot continue editing.
We're
okay, hang on
also
a second.
trying a new
So-
slideshow presentation software because Dad thought, probably it's something to do with our slideshows. That's why I'm getting kicked off all the time. So
That's
we're
what
just
Dad
gonna-
thought. Yep.
Our
Change
slideshows
this.
are taking up way too much memory. If you've ever seen our slideshows,
Yeah.
they're so advanced. They're like
We
hogging
don't
all
know
the memory.
DDRR. We don't know how big it is yet,
We don't know.
or
Doggone
how
it.
enormous it is.
It's at least the
We're gonna-
size of an enormous ancient elephant, but it's
All right.
quite, it's
Okay,
gonna be
now-
more than that.
Hang on a second.
It hasn't changed yet.
Hang
Oh,
on a second. It's gonna.
Goes,
Now I
here
gotta-
it comes,
Now I got to share it.
here we
Uh,
go.
I got
Wait a
to.
second.
And
Oh.
There.
Hey.
all right.
Now-
So can you see it?
Yes.
Now,
Is it
because we
great?
changed software, you may notice a slight difference between our former and our current woolly mammoth. I don't know if anyone else.
He's a bit skinnier. than
What's
usual.
important? What's important is not the woolly mammoth. What's important is that if this is a typical show represented by this woolly mammoth, tonight's show looks a little something like this.
It's a sock gnome. What's the?
Mhm.
He's huge though. No matter what this thing is, it is humongous. Not
Mhm.
woolly.
He's had a haircut.
He doesn't look very woolly, does he?
He could
What
keep
is the
that thing
difference
as a
between a
pet.
Longer
mastodon?
tusks on the. I think that might be a mastodon, if we're being honest.
You know what? Now that I'm seeing it with fresh eyes through internet that is stable, I agree with you.
It's neither now. It's just a carcass. It's just.
I
It's a fossil.
think it may be a mastodon. And
Well, all I can say is tonight's show could keep a typical show as a pet. He'd be like a house mammoth to this tonight's show.
yeah, look how big that
Or
gnome is.
mastodon. What's Okay, I'm gonna have to learn later the difference between mammoth and mastodon.
Yeah, we'll do that. That's an important thing to know.
Later.
But the reason that I put the gnome up there was because I was noticing a lot of really spooky things this Oakstober. We had a lot of Halloween and kind of scary stuff. And I thought, I don't want to put a really scary thing up there. So I put that friendly gnome up. And that to
he's
me
just
seemed...
unsettling. He's not scary. He's just a
You
little
thought that was unsettling?
disconcerting. Well, you don't know that guy's agenda. He was smiling a little too. Was he even?
Oh.
Was it even a big smile? I got to remember now.
Oh, it's Reformation Day, as somebody pointed out, and we
Oh,
still
yes.
have this,
Hey,
which I
Yeah.
feel like that's kind of appropriate for a Reformation Day.
what is the Lutheran perspective on that gnome? That's what I want to know.
Well, we should have had Hans
Hans.
on.
And,
We should have had Hans Feeney on. He would have told
He's
us
He
a
wouldn't
busy.
have come on. He's got all
He's
kinds of
busy.
things to do today. On
He's got a
Reformation
robe
Day.
and he's nailing stuff to doors.
He wouldn't
Yeah.
come on today because it's Reformation
How
Day.
could he? How could he be spared? It's like the Super Bowl for
It's the
Lutherans.
Christmas for Lutherans. Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the Lutheran Super Bowl
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. Everybody has very important games to
That'll
play.
be my next question. Next time he
They're
comes
gonna
on,
be-
affirm or deny, Reformation Day is the Lutheran Super Bowl.
They're gonna eat mashed potatoes and they're gonna form them into different things. That's the traditional fare.
Culture.
They're going to play. They're gonna play pin the feces on the door. They're gonna pin. They have all sorts of things to get
You
to.
got one guy dressed as a door running around the
In
room.
the feces on the door.
They have
spin
lots of
them
things
around.
to do. Yeah,
Send him out blindfolded.
yeah. And
Oh,
he can tell you all about it the next time he comes on. I'm sure he'll have all the other things I've forgotten to mention, but he just can't do it today because he's booked solid.
Yeah,
Because he's got too many things going
do
on.
the after party.
Well, just so you know, I did try to get some guests. I did talk to some people, but everybody was busy this week. Clearly, even our own John Thomas Oakes wasn't able to make it tonight.
What
so
a shame.
it's a tough week. It's a tough week to get the people to come on the show.
Are there people, do you think, trick or treating tonight since it's a Sunday night?
Some are, but like in our area, and some people did it actually yesterday, Saturday and Friday. But most people are doing it tomorrow night.
Right.
in
It's
our
like
area.
early voting, though. That'd be funny to catch somebody off guard.
So here's my idea. I talked to Poop Shoes and he was like, but he didn't commit. And so
Yeah.
here's my idea, Juwan, and I shared this at the open mic to not that great a response.
people.
Not that great a response. I was talking about Halloween and I was doing new material and I thought, I said, how a lot of churches are doing trunk or treat because it gives kids a chance to collect a whole lot of candy and they don't have to put much effort into it. Kids are getting basically lazier. And so the thing is that you set up you decorate your car to sort of a theme. And a lot of churches don't want scary themes. They want them to be, they did trunk or treat yesterday or today. They did it today. They want it to not be scary. And so my idea was to set up just a van, just a white van with a sliding door on it. Yeah, and you just put the candy inside the van, and the kids have to go in the van and get it. Yeah,
Come on, kids.
and that was the whole thing. And
You
it's
should-
this is a
And then
little bit scary.
You could actually dress your vehicle to look like that carousel, or not carousel, the cart that the child catcher uses in
Oh,
Chitty
and
Chitty
Willy
Bang
Wonka.
Bang.
Chitty Chitty
No,
Bang.
in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, because it's not scary. Like, it's designed to look very appealing to the young ones, and it actually does work on Jeremy and Jemima. So, yeah.
So
you
when
have
the
it
police
all
cuff you,
decorated.
you're like, "What? It's not scary. It's just
It's just a child
Yes.
catcher. Yeah.
Lollipops.
Yeah,
I've
white
got
van.
lots of
I thought it was
lollipops.
hilarious. I thought it would be really funny.
You said the response wasn't that good. Nobody, not a chuckle.
Yeah, there was a few people. There was a few people who kind of chuckled, but not many. I think it was. I think they were. Anyway, all right. So before we go any further, we have to give a shout out to our Cliquers, and JT has pre-recorded some music.
Ready?
So
Oh,
we
I
can do
didn't
that.
listen to how long he vamps, so I don't know how quick we have to
We'll be all over it. We will
do it.
say
We
the
can do it.
names.
All right, just got
All right,
blurt it out.
Here we go.
so, go.
Cliquers are great.
Oops.
They're super amazingly great. Athletic and fun and super smart. Their beautiful faces a work of art. Cliquers are great. Majestically, frighteningly great. Without them we'd be destitute and drifting into the abyss. Lovely Cliquers, we blow you a kiss. I wanna say hello to all the Cliquers, and I'm trying, like Laura, Jenny, Ron, Louise, and Troy, and Ray, and Brian.
And in no particular order this week, also Dakota,
Kara,
and Ken
and Robinson.
Robinson.
Wow.
He kind of ended that
Oh,
on the right chord, right?
it's in the
think
key.
I think it's the octave below what he would normally. I think he went, instead of do 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 do, and then whatever he normally hits, I think he went backwards.
But it sounded like he resolved it to me. Did he resolve it?
No, it wasn't resolved.
No.
Okay.
I will accept the argument that it was in the same
Not resolved.
key. Yeah, it was like, nah. Like
Yeah.
it was about to go into the next thing. Anyway.
It should be.
Well, if you guys
What about the website?
if you guys would like to be a clicker and join us at the effort party where we fight about stuff like this,
You can be
Important.
part of
You can do
important discussions like this one.
you can jump in on these conversations where we determine super important stuff like this. Just go to johnbrady.com, sign up to become a clicker, support us with a few bucks. It's so cheap. It's cheaper than a bag of candy that you're going to give out to a bunch of ungrateful trick-or-treaters, and we will be grateful
Judge
for
you.
your support.
They'll judge you for what you give them.
They
we
will
will
judge
not.
you, as we are going to find out in just a few minutes here. Yeah, go there, sign up, and thank you to all of you who are faithfully keeping this show alive.
Disgust.
Congratulations, Dakota and Ken. So, Juwan has, JT is into Halloween. Juwan has some research that he did, I think, right?
Extensive.
Extensive research.
In fact, my thesis is based on what I've done so far.
So you want to give us an update on what,
Well.
what this is?
Go on. It's all right.
It depends on where you want to start. If you want to start with the personality or the way that you are viewed. Ooh, that scared me a little. But if you want to start with there, I've done a lot of research on candy. In fact, 47 years worth, by the way, just to let you know. A lot of about 46 years worth of field research, and then like 30 minutes worth of online researching. But
And it's just tonight you're learning about the candy that can kill you with the Astropops and the.
oh yeah, that was
Rocket
another.
Pops.
I'm going to add that to my my dissertation. Do you want me to share the screen then?
Can you?
This is producer.
Yeah,
I
you can. Yeah.
Can you? Oh my! Speaking of sharing screen, look at what's going on. This is just
Well,
getting worse.
oh,
and
that's
worse.
right. This is different now.
Okay.
You got it. All right.
Good.
So what we'll do this. We'll look at this first. Let's see. Where's the one? Yes. So if you are going to be giving out candy this Halloween, then
this
we
one.
thought it would behoove you to know how you
kids
are
judge
viewed.
your Halloween
Can you
candy.
zoom in at all
Yeah.
with your
Can I? Let's try that.
your browser? Top right
Let's
corner.
try it.
You
Yep.
can.
All right.
So
how
what-
kids judge your Halloween candy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's just do it. Also, apparently you should follow How to Be a Dad.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know if you guys do that. If anybody, because like we were talking about this. So the old timer, good candy, probably wasn't invented yet when you were a kid. You may even be a Titanic survivor, so we'll respect your effort.
Right, but notice that Bit-O Honey, or they call it Bit-O Granny,
Right.
Bit-O Honey is actually in there as
Luke
the
loves those, and Tim,
they're so
my brother,
bad.
used to love Werther's too. But yeah, those black and orange ones that just come in like a generic off-brand.
Tim
What
Hawkins
are
says
they?
they taste like peanut butter and hair.
What is in that though? I don't even remember the orange
I
and
don't-
black ones.
I don't know what it is. Or
They
what
didn't
it's
even
supposed
bother to
be.
put names on them.
No, it's
No.
just
That's how it's
orange
just
and
like-
black.
It's this chewy thing.
And so if you're giving out Werther's on Halloween, that's because that's usually that's the candy when you walk in to anybody's house.
Right.
It's just open in a bowl.
Right.
So you can get that anytime.
If you're dropping a single Werther's in a trick-or-treat bag, you deserve to have your windows soaked. and your
One
pumpkins fed.
Werther's. Here you go. Yeah. Let's go up here. We'll go.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah,
save
go
the
over
other
to
ones.
the right.
To
yeah.
the
Yeah.
trusty provider.
The trusty provider.
Yep.
Yes. Nothing too fancy, nothing too tasty or nasty. Sorry. Your solid source of one or two enjoyable or tradable fun-sized treats.
Although I don't like 100 grands that much.
Do they even have chocolate on them, or is that the one with just peanut?
Yeah.
The peanuts are welded
they're
together.
not peanuts. It's Rice Krispies on
100 grand?
caramel covered in chocolate. They're delicious. They're wonderful. They're better than Crunch.
What?
They are better than Crunch. Nestle is an inferior chocolate.
Okay, then maybe I'm just confused about what they are. Maybe I need to give them another try.
What's the one? What's the one that's just peanuts welded together with some gooey substance? It's not even
Payday?
Payday.
Payday. Yes,
Yeah.
bad candy.
Mm-hmm.
What about Baby Ruth though? That's peanuts with chocolate.
That's not my favorite.
Skibbles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But there's some sort of delicious nougat in the center.
Okay, you guys probably already saw Cheapy McCheap.
Cheapy
Face.
McCheap face. Yeah, that's what we give out. We are
Yep.
those.
What's funny about this, what's really like to me interesting is that those are literally the 4 candies that are always left in my kids' trick-or-treat baskets until like March. And when I finally
Well-
throw them away without fail, like they're rock solid bubble gums by then,
Right.
and all the Smarties that they don't
Yes, you
eat.
can't. Yeah. You can't. You
And
can't
the
put a
dum-dum.
dent in them.
Yep.
Dum Dums, which are so small that it basically takes longer to unwrap them than it does to eat them.
Yep.
You fumble around with them for 20 minutes, and you finally get them in your mouth. Boom, they're gone. Time for
Something
them.
that the description doesn't mention is that you can buy these from Oriental Trading Company. When you're stuff that you can buy like napkins and party supplies in bulk.
Right.
I was like, oh, you need candy? Here's a 10-pound bag of random candy that you can just throw at people.
Raid-
This is what you
rotate.
got hit with at the homecoming parade.
Right.
When they're-
That's
Yep.
because if you're buying your Halloween candy in like a 70-pound bag and you're paying $10 for it, then
that's
you're
what it
Cheapy
is.
McCheap face. Right.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. No. How about the psychopath?
Psychopath. Notice that candy corn is on there.
Right up front, right in the
Yep.
front row. Candy
Yep.
corn is right there.
What's funny is like Grandma Turbo, I don't know if she's watching tonight, but Grandma Turbo loves Necco wafers.
Yes,
loves
she
them.
does. She does.
See, what's the,
And always
Well,
has.
what's the story on Necco? I don't even know. I just know that they exist.
You've
And
never
then no-
tasted them?
I've had them, but I mean, how did they become a thing? Like,
Those actually, I think, belong up with the old timers. I think
oh,
that
you,
they-
that
Yeah,
belongs
that's
on
true.
Old
I think they
Timer.
belong with the old timers. because the Necco wafers are so many that taste like Tums. Actually,
do.
Tums are better than Necco
They're like
wafers.
heartburn medicine.
And
Yeah,
they
I would-
provide a service when you eat them. Yeah, they do something for you.
I would. None of the flavors in Necco wafer. There's nothing like strawberry or banana or grape. There's
No, it's
nothing
all
like
like
that.
bathroom soap.
It's all weird, like sort of spice. It's
Yes.
like oregano.
Yes, they're spicy. Or like
Cinnamon.
cologne. It reminds me of cologne.
Yeah, it's like they're like candle flavors. Like you would make candles. that
Like
taste
like somebody's oil collection, their diffusing oil
Oh,
collection.
right.
That's what it's like. They flavored them with
Gosh.
like
There's not even
lavender.
peppermint. There's not even peppermint or wintergreen. It's all
it's just
weird, sort
crack pepper,
Yep.
of cracked pepper, mustard.
Sugar
Chipotle.
coated ivory.
chipotle,
Yep.
So
lemon rind. That's
Yep.
a
like
good flavor.
decorative soaps.
Yep.
Oh. I have
Yep.
two things. One is where the generic peppermints. I've never actually seen a bag of those. I've only seen them
Those are-
individually, like laying in piles. I've not seen them
Starlight
at the store. Oh, is it? Okay.
Starlight mints.
I
Yeah.
thought it was
Yeah.
funny. I was like, do they just reproduce, or because I've not seen them at the store?
They're often
Maybe I wasn't.
green for Halloween too.
Yeah, if
Oh,
you're giving
okay.
out Starlight mints, you're a dark-souled person. Just shut your light off. Just stop. Just shut your light off and quit
Draw
handing
the
out
shades,
candy.
yeah.
because you're-
The strawberry thing is underrated. It's not the
Yes.
best candy in the world, but it is
Nope.
underrated.
I
Yeah, I don't-
only started to appreciate it as an adult though. Like as a kid, I was like, there's a million things I'd rather eat than this. But
I don't know. When I was a kid, I always liked the strawberry candies. I don't think that
Yeah.
they're
Also-
psychotic at all.
where are the white, like the vanilla Tootsie Rolls and the strawberry Tootsie Rolls? Because I
Oh
know
my gosh.
the Tootsies were up in the Cheapy McCheap face, but I actually kind of
Maybe
like the
they-
vanilla ones.
Yep, I do too.
It's just
I-
white, so it
Yeah.
looks like a piece of chalk, but it's chewy.
But it tastes good. But it tastes like kind of an ice creamy flavor.
We were discussing
Okay.
circus peanuts too before the show, and I was the only one that thinks that circus peanuts are actually quite good. My fellow co-hosts lost
It's
respect for
not.
me when I said that, and they're not.
Good.
I don't think that's possible,
They're
but
not Halloween candy, right? You don't get circus peanuts
you
loose in
do.
your bag of. No, you
well,
don't.
not loose. They don't give out individual peanuts.
here's one.
My phone
Here's
shut
a
down.
Werther's, and here's a circus peanut. I haven't seen circus peanuts in small packages though, because they're huge. One peanut is the size of your nose.
Man, that's part of a nose. They're bigger than the average nose,
I
aren't
think
they?
so.
If
Yeah,
you got a
Ital-
circus peanut size nose,
Italian.
that's a big
It's a
schnoz. Yeah.
I'll tell you when I finally decided circus peanuts were just completely irredeemable. It's when they used them as an ingredient in what's that show? Tabby knows the chef show with the basket, the mystery basket.
Oh, they're trying to challenge
the
you. So
Iron
they
Chef.
It's not Iron Chef. That's what I keep trying to say too, and that's
Chopped?
not it. Chopped. That's the one.
Is that it?
Chopped.
Okay.
Matthews, where he says he wouldn't even feed circus peanuts to a raccoon.
I don't know if they would eat them.
Peanut foam. Yeah. Yeah, and it was chopped. And so they had like
They're so
three
good.
like top brass, amazing, 5-star chefs who were working with these ingredients, and they had like, I don't remember the other ingredients, but you know how it is, like filet
Yeah.
mignon, and
Because
then
it's
like
a challenge. Yeah, they want to challenge.
But they
you.
had peanuts with the circus peanuts, and all three of them made things that made the judges be like, yeah, it's just not your best effort. This is just really gross. And it's like, it's the
like,
peanuts.
Maybe it's the circus peanuts.
Perhaps
They're disgusting.
maybe it's the ingredients we use. I don't know. I will say this. Here's a differentiation. Rice cakes are like styrofoam. Circus peanuts are like memory foam. So let's make sure we
See,
get that straight.
Greg
right.
says they're supposed to be banana flavored. Why? Why
Why
make
would
the
you?
banana
What?
flavored
Why would
candy
you
in
have
the
an
shape of a
orange peanut
And
that
here's
tastes
another
like a
thing.
banana?
No candy
So
is
great.
actually banana flavored. What happened?
I like
We're
'em more
struggling
now.
with our tech today. We're throwing things all over the place.
Yeah.
I
It's
like
just
them
my
even
phone,
more
it's
now.
fine.
It's not actually banana. It's never banana. It'll say banana on the candy, but I don't know what that flavor is. It's
Yeah.
just like sugary. Yeah.
Bleh.
Anyway,
Just delicious.
Anyway,
go.
head over to the left. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
The
I'm gonna
scatterbrain.
go over there because everybody's already seen that anyway. A for awkward.
Batteries and change.
Either you grossly underestimate what candy was. Frank already forgotten that on several grosses. Oh yeah.
You forgot several.
By the way, if I'm a kid and you're giving out fortune cookies, I'm okay with that.
We went over to
Okay with it.
we went to the Chinese place to eat last week because Andrew was in town, and Al Serhal came in and he goes, "Hey, let's go eat at the Chinese place." Okay, so I'm standing there, and they have a big bowl of fortune cookies on the way out, and I told Andrew, I said, usually what I do is I fill up the plate with fortune cookies.
That's dessert.
Just eat them. Yeah.
That's dessert.
them with a
By the
fork.
way, I had a coin. If you combine coins and batteries, that's not a good thing. Like I had a 9-volt
true.
battery where the two were on the top, and a nickel, and I'm just sitting there, and my legs getting warm. It was in my pocket, my front pocket of my jeans. I'm like, man, what's happening? And it got hot. I'm like, what is going on? And eventually,
'Cause it
after
was contact in both poles.
burning a hole in my pants because a nickel had touched both poles. So if you want to set a kid's treat bag on fire, by all means, throw change and
Throw some
batteries in there.
batteries and change in there.
But
Yeah,
I burned a
this is
hole
what
in
I'm
my
talking
jeans,
about.
and it wasn't cool.
Why not just,
I would love
dump
chips.
some drain opener in there?
Love what?
Chips. If somebody's giving out little bags of chips, like I was totally
Really?
Like
salt
tortilla
over
chips?
salt over sugar for me. Like I would want a little bag of Sun chips or like
Sun chips.
Yeah.
That's Jesse's favorite.
or Doritos.
What if it was like a popcorn mix, like a little homemade? You had popcorn, maybe some M&Ms in there.
Oh, our neighbor across
And,
the street from Dad, who still lives there, used to do popcorn balls. Like, remember when that was
Popcorn
common?
balls, yeah. That's
Popcorn balls, yeah.
Yeah. I have a feeling that there's going to be more chips like this year because you can get them. You can buy like bulk at Sam's Club and stuff like that, and you can bring home a thing of chips and just throw it. I'll bet you there's going to be more chips. An increasing number of chips in trick-or-treat
Well,
bags.
and that's the other thing that goes with the trunk or treat territory too. Now you're supposed to kind of theme your candy too. So if you have, a Willy Wonka themed trunk, then you're supposed to give out gobstoppers and,
wow.
whatever. Wonka candy. And then if you've got, I don't know.
Vampire, you give out raw meat.
Yeah, exactly.
blood, packets of blood.
Blood.
Right.
So vampires, that's candy, kids.
So, what's the? Did we cover them all? Oh, we forgot about the
Now we got
party
a couple.
pooper.
Party pooper, and we're gonna end on the other one.
No,
You're
I'm
probably
not
allergic to sugar and happiness.
Christine wants to know about granola bars, and I would say this goes in the party pooper category.
Yeah,
I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
At the intention, I think, is because you don't want them to. It's a box of regrets instead of raisins. I just realized that.
Right. If
You want them to
your
be
thought-
healthy.
If your thought is something along the lines of, well, this will be good for them, or this is a thing that will be, this is more healthy. If that is your thinking, then you're a party pooper
You're
automatically.
missing the point. Yeah, for
Right.
those of you who are maybe just listening and not seeing it, we've got banana and apples and toothbrush.
They've got a toothbrush there.
Dental floss.
And they've got a
dental
little
floss.
box of raisins, but it says regrets instead of raisins.
Oh, that reminds me. What do you think about Raisinets? Those are chocolate covered raisins.
Delicious.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Why are you making that face,
I'm on
Jawan?
I'm on the fence on that one
I
because
don't
it's
think
got
they go in the
chocolate.
party pooper category, but probably in the cheapy McCheap face.
Like if it's-
Raisinette?
When you put movie.
Oh, old timer. It's old timer for sure.
Oh, okay. I like chocolate covered
raisins.
peanuts, the goobers. Is that old timer?
Yeah.
It's Raisinets to me
Goobers
is
are
an
also good.
exclusively movie snack,
Yeah.
and even then I'm like, I'll take the
And who still goes to the
Chocolate
movies,
covered
Juan? Who still goes to the movies?
not a soul.
Old timers.
What age bracket would you say?
Not a
Can you
soul.
imagine at one point we're gonna go? I used to go to the movies and like, what's that, Grandpa?
Right.
It's like a big room, and everyone
Yeah.
would sit there and watch.
Ugh.
And everyone would sit there and stream Netflix together.
You know what's funny is just yesterday I was asking my kids to plan a date night for me. Well, for anyone. I was like, what would you think would be a good date if mom and dad wanted to go out together? What should we go do? And they decided dinner, and I asked where, and they wanted to go to the Japanese restaurant in town because they think that going and watching them cook in front of you is very worthwhile and romantic. And because my oldest Cammie is a big steak person, like she definitely is the one who's going to order the steak. And so I was like, so I should go out with your dad, order the steak, then what? And they were totally not prepared for that question. They're like, well, what else would you do? Wow. And then they decided the best thing to do would be go home, watch a movie at home. That was their decision.
Not go to the movie theater.
Yep. Go watch a movie at home. And I said, what about going to the theater? And when I suggested it, they were like, oh, yeah, you could do that. That would work. I was like, you guys realize that was the thing? Like, dinner and a movie was everybody's date night for years.
Nobody went home to watch a movie.
But they were like, but then we could just pop popcorn in our own microwave and, eat apple slices. That's what we do. And then you can pause it when you need to go to the bathroom. And I'm like,
boy, do they sound like their mother or what?
All true.
You don't, I want you to go ask for apple slices at the AMC next time. Like, 2 tickets for.
Yeah. And
for
floss.
Yeah. And floss. Can we have fun? So, wait, let's do the last one. We'll do this.
So, this is what DeVivo's actually
the Vivo household. I don't give them money, but we do full size. Not king size Snickers, but Yums.
No?
Give them a little butt. Regular size Snickers.
Like full-size candy bars.
Full-size candy bars.
The Reese's says yeses, and the Snickers says snackers, and the M&Ms say yums.
Right.
Which, it's all true.
If you're handing out full-size candy bars, full-size Kit Kats, like a candy bar that you would buy at a checkout at a grocery store, then you deserve some props. Yes.
They forgot to put the Twix on there. Those are my favorites.
So don't forget, we live a quarter mile off the road in the woods. So come on down to our trick-or-treat paradise. Nothing scary about our house at all.
One candy bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, JT wrote a song, and it reminded me when we were going through the Halloween candy. He wrote a song this week, but his song this week is not what I was expecting.
First of all, should I give the background from last
week
for those who didn't?
Yes, you should, because if I wasn't expecting it, no one is going to be expecting it.
All right, so last week we had a funny moment. We had 1 or 2 funny moments, and Juwan did a game where he shared with us the off-brand cheap version of costumes if the company didn't want to pay the licensing in order to get the real Disney or Pixar character or whatever.
It was an epic game.
They would just name them something a little different. So one of the Halloween costumes was the sexy factory worker, which turned out to be a female costume of an Oompa Loompa. Mm-hmm. And then a little while later, it was the Biscuit Beast, which turned out to be Cookie Monster, a female costume.
Sort of. A purple Cookie Monster, yeah.
So while we were laughing about the purple Cookie Monster, I think it was Chance Rogers who just put in the comment thread, "Sexy Biscuit Beast." And that just made us laugh because
it was all over after that.
It's a funny phrase.
It's true.
We're like, oh man, we have to make that a thing somehow. So
Sexy Biscuit Beast.
So JT wrote a song about it, and it's
not what I was expecting.
It's right here.
You weren't expecting sexy? Oh.
Is it too loud?
Jimmy was a baker. Jenny swept the floor and washed the dishes when they piled up in the sink. He served them hot and fluffy, and when Jenny put the orders on the carousel, he'd tip his hat and wink. He'd flip the sign, she'd lock the door. He'd make the dough, she'd mop the floor. They'd cut the lights and slip off to the house. She calls him Jimmy Jam on Toast and Sexy Biscuit Beast. He girl with all the gifts. They've got all the ingredients, 'cause life's just like a recipe, and love is like 3 8-hour shifts. They came in on a Saturday, flashed a silver credit card. The enterprise required his full consent. Jimmy said, "I'm sorry, I assure you, you can find another bakery to cater your event." The judge was paid, the hammer fell. They lost the shop they had to sell. But Jenny said, "Hey babe, it's just a thing." She calls him Jimmy Jam on Toast, sexy biscuit beast. He thinks she's the girl with all the gifts. They've got all the ingredients, 'cause life's just like a recipe, and love is like 3 8-hour shifts. The public said, "We hope they turn up dead." Jenny kissed him on the mouth and said, "You're still my Jimmy Jam on Toast, my sexy biscuit beast." He said, "You're the girl with all the gifts. They've got all the ingredients, 'cause life's just like a recipe. Love is like 3 8-hour shifts. Love is like 3 8-hour shifts."
I was not expecting that.
Wow. Raise your hand if you did the math. Like 8 plus 8,
8 times
16.
3.
I did the I added it up, yeah.
Look at Tabby. Wow.
Oh, of course.
Of
course you did. Oh, something
Yep.
dark side. It's
Yep.
not a dark side. It's just no matter what happens,
Mhm.
no matter what was going on, yeah.
JT went totally valid. Yeah, I wasn't. He worked a sexy biscuit beast into a song.
With heart
That
and
was kind of had a little tear.
yeah, we're waiting we're Monday and Tuesday. We're going. I can't wait for this sexy biscuit piece song, and
And they were like,
Send it to
"Oh, that's
Well,
kind of sad."
So
that's not the one I wanted. It's the one that I needed.
So that was the end. I
Yes.
forgot to do this. That was the last for this year's
Goodbye, Oakstober.
Oakstober.
Goodbye, Oakstober.
Hello,
one of our-
Noakesvember.
Hello, Noakesvember. Well, before we go, I do have a.
We still got show.
We still got
We
show.
have a ton
Yeah,
of
so
show
don't leave yet, everybody. We still have some show. I've got a little quiz that we could
tiny.
go to, and Juwan did some more intense
I
research.
still
I
have
think
plenty of research.
you still have plenty of research
Right.
for like the most popular candies around the world. Right.
Well,
I think
I've
we should do
categorized
that.
my findings. I think you'll find them interesting.
Okay, let's do that because I think my quiz is dumb. So
You think it's dumb?
yeah,
Don't say that.
well, I do.
Do you launch your quiz or does okay?
Well, she'd
You
have to
have to.
launch
Oh,
it,
we
but-
can't even keep Amanda awake now.
Oh,
I
I've
know.
got Dad's quiz ready to go, but yours you'll have to share.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah, you
share
have to
mine, but
share
that's
yours.
later. We'll go back
Oh.
and forth.
What?
Wait,
I
what?
wonder if I share. We're doing the quiz or my stuff first?
No, we're doing your stuff because your stuff's going to be more interesting. The
I
quiz
completely misunderstood.
I said my quiz was dumb. You didn't figure out from that.
Oh, I see
that-
what's going on. Okay, here we go. Sorry, everybody.
Ooh.
Ah,
I
Okay.
see
So-
nothing.
I think
This
I've
is-
got it. Hold on, wait. I
this
had to
is-
figure it out.
The most popular
Oh.
candies
Oh, this is by.
categorized.
So this might be interesting. The year you were born.
Okay.
that
do you
coming
want
through?
Do you want me to share it now? Are you ready?
Yes. Sorry,
Okay.
you're right. I should have
Mhm.
told you. Yeah, because you were waiting for me. Anyway, so the year you were born. Unfortunately,
That candy looks great.
our author here starts her findings in
In
1970.
1970.
Yeah.
The
So
York
that's a
peppermint
millennial
patty.
for you.
Mhm.
Was there candy before 1970? I don't know.
There was Necco
Probably
wafers
not.
Only Necco wafers and Werthers.
Werthers.
and Bitto honey.
What's the candy I think it's caramel, but it's got a cream in the middle. Do you even know what that's
Oh.
called?
Oh,
Those cowtails.
Is that it?
is it
Or
the
is it-
rope? Is it like a long?
No, it doesn't look like a rope. It looks like what it looks like to me is a vertebrae
Mm-hmm.
that just has
Like a
cream in the
caramel
middle.
vertebrae. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry that my brain goes there, but
Those
anyway.
are good.
Hey, you know what? Let's do this. We'll
All
zoom
right.
in.
1970 was York peppermint patty.
York
And-
still holds up. I'm not
yeah,
gonna lie.
they're good. They're good.
Uh,
Peaches doesn't like them
Oh, okay. Is it because of peppermint or the chocolate?
the
Which
peppermint.
part do you not like?
because it's
The
like
peppermint.
it's like toothpaste. It's like a disc of toothpaste
Yes.
covered in chocolate.
Okay. They were invented in 1940, but they've
Ugh.
enjoyed popularity. Yeah, okay. Anyway,
Mhm.
71 Twizzlers. We're going to go
Twizzlers are
through
bad,
all of them.
Too. Bad,
Twizzlers
bad, bad.
are not good, but Luke likes them.
Should
Your
we
husband likes them.
let's skip ahead a few years. Well, you know what? Let's do mine.
I'm. Oh yeah, do yours.
Well, mine is so we'll
Ugh,
go up.
bottle caps are bad.
What's a marathon bar? Is it not?
Was that the precursor to Snickers?
Isn't
Yes,
around anymore,
retro
but all the
edition by
rage.
Snickers.
Is that like no peanuts?
I don't know.
Snickers with no peanuts. Blow Pops 74.
No, the
Those are
marathon bar.
okay.
That's not what the marathon bar looked like.
Well, this was apparently she could only Google the retro.
That is
Snickers.
a blatant lie. I got to pull up a marathon bar now.
This is, by the way, this is an article written by some lady at her house. While he's
The
doing
marathon bar.
that, this is
yeah.
the year I
Is
was
that
born.
you? Pop Rocks?
Pop Rocks, probably the worst candy. We
gotta
decided we were
talk
talking
about-
before the show. It's not a candy. It's just a.
It's a science
like
experiment. Did you know
Yeah.
if you turn off the lights, you can actually watch them spark in your mouth?
See, that doesn't sound like food to me. It
Pop
sounds
rocks
like-
are terrible.
Yeah, it's not food. It's like an experience, and I'm like, that's not what I want when you go to the store and you pass by the Charleston Chews and your Twizzlers, and you go, oh, look at this, maybe try this out, Pop Rocks. I'm like, no, this is not candy. I got pain in my mouth now.
They're not good. If they didn't explode, we were talking about this. If they didn't explode in your mouth, you
Oh.
wouldn't eat them because
Right.
it's not good candy. It
The
doesn't
taste
taste
doesn't
good.
even taste good, yeah.
But you have to. But it explodes, and so you're like, oh, this is kind of a novelty, so I'm going to go ahead and eat it. And then there was that wives' tale about the kid who swallowed too many of it and blew his stomach up. Did you remember hearing that story?
Well, he ate Pop Rocks and then drank Coke or something.
Yep, that's the one I heard.
That's the urban legend that.
But there's
that
no
we
way
had.
that you can drink like gallons of Coca-Cola and it's not going to blow your stomach up.
Yeah, you'll throw up before
Yeah.
any of that happens. But yeah, Pop Rocks, they cause me pain. I don't want pain associated with food. But what's the next year that we want to go to?
87. That's me.
80.
Or you can do, yeah.
Whatchamacallit? We'll just pass by. We'll do a quick tour.
Whatchamacallits are delicious too.
Hubba Bubba. Ring Pops
Oh, I liked
1980?
those.
Yeah, we ate those in Little League.
Skittles are good.
Skittles.
Wow.
1981. Skittles should be the
Reese's
best
Pieces
candy.
are good.
82.
Man, the 80s were good.
1982.
Oh, I know why
Nerds.
they did that for 82. Probably E E.T.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. E.T. came out in 84, though, I think.
Laffy Taffy, that's solid.
Yep, Sour Patch are okay.
Ugh, I don't like Sour Patch.
I know the
don't care for
movie
those.
candy. Hershey Bar None.
What?
I remember eating those.
I do too.
Now I'm afraid to see what 87
I was
is.
thoroughly Airhead.
Airheads.
Yep.
Like, oh, okay.
You know which ones we ate? We always coveted the white ones, the mystery flavor.
I thought that was what watermelon was. Watermelon.
Nope.
red.
It's if it was white, then it could be any. It could be any flavor. You never knew what it
But-
was.
Do you know? Can you tell the flavor when you ate them? You're like, oh, this is
Well-
cherry.
I couldn't distinguish them, but they did have different flavors. Like they weren't all white ones didn't taste the same.
Hmm.
So
A popular thing when I was a kid was, there's been a screw up at the factory.
Yeah.
What
Don't
was
know
that?
What? Oh, everything. The
They,
cereals
they used to
did
do that with cereal too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was thinking when you said Airheads and they had a mystery flavor, it was like, we've had a mix-up. We
that
don't
was
know
Oops
What are we
All
gonna
Berries.
do?
The Captain Crunch Oops All Berries. It actually said
yep,
oops
there you
on
go.
the box.
So
And then you eat them and you felt like you were getting away with something.
You're
It's like they didn't even mean to let these out of the factory, but we got them now.
this is a mix-up, and I
So-
get to know in.
Yeah.
So Tim is 89. My brother Tim is 89.
Oh. Here we go. All right. Bubble
That was
tape.
the-
Oh, I remember that stuff.
Ugh.
If
But
you put the
most
whole
popular,
thing
though?
in your mouth at the same time, it would be a wad this big.
Whoa.
I know for a fact.
Some people used to take it
What?
out of there and just bite into it.
Okay,
Triple
push
power
pop.
push pop.
Okay, yep, I can get with that.
Do you remember these?
Yes.
Is this... Oh, this has 3 pops in one.
It's 3 pops in one,
Oh, that's-
Juwan.
Yeah, that was a. Yeah, that
You
was.
can
a different
sharpen
thing.
those into a weapon too.
That's what I was going to say. You would have 3 knives.
They
Yep.
basically did taste like the rocket pops that the Dicers were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
I scrolled too fast. Tell me the bubble tape story. Let's go back up here. Tell me
Oh,
the
no.
bubble. Well,
That's just you can put the whole tape.
was
in
it a
your-
dare though, or was it just like
Just kids would do it. You give them a big roll of tape or a roll of bubble gum, and they're just gonna
Right.
keep pulling it out.
It's-
did
pulling
you
it out.
bite
6
into it, or did you take
they-
it a little tape at a time?
You pulled it out like
Pull
tape
it out a little bit at a time.
because she was a girl. Girls were a little more civilized
We
about it.
would crack it open and then just go.
Yeah, that's what
Take
the
a bite
boys
out
did. The kids in
sideways.
my neighborhood would come home with bubble tape and they'd take the whole thing out and just eat it like a donut.
Do you guys remember the
Why is
bubble gum sawdust? Do you remember the dust? It was like a
Yeah.
container of bubblegum powder, and you'd put that in your mouth and
Oh.
start chewing it, and then it
They
became
had
bubble
shredded bubble gum too that came in a pouch
Yep.
that you could put in your mouth
Well, we had Big League
like
Chew.
tobacco. Yeah, that's
yes,
what it was.
that's what it was.
Yeah, we all had Big League Chew. Our whole
Yeah.
little league team had Big League Chew.
Right, because it was.
Who's
that's what's
next?
Cool.
Dr.
Uh,
Pepper
Pepper
gum.
gum.
Hang on a second.
What?
Look at it. Look at that. It looks like sewage coming out of the middle of it.
Oh, even the gum is throwing up. You can't even keep the candy from. It's
Remember
like,
that
oh
was-
man, I'm gross.
That was hot for a while. That the when gum you bite into gum and there would be some pus in the middle of it that would burst out.
Oh yeah,
Gushers.
yeah.
Yeah.
I had Dr.
Gushers
Pepper chapstick once, like in middle school. Somebody put it in my stocking, and it hurt. It was like they didn't know how to capture the taste of Dr. Pepper without making it kind of spicy. It was like rubbing the carbonation right under your nose.
It's like eucalyptus.
Right.
So why is Dr. Pepper gum not around anymore?
It was like mentholated gum.
Wasn't Nicorette like that to have a little something in there?
Yeah.
All right,
So
Anyway.
then that's 1990.
90. What's
and then-
another
Tabby is
Whoa.
95. Oh, I
Oh,
remember
peanut-
those. Those are good.
peanut butter?
Peanut M&M,
BBs.
I remember
Butterfinger BBs.
Remember their spokesperson was Bart Simpson. There he is.
Oh yeah.
Better
Well,
nobody
Nelson's
better
over
lay
there.
a finger on my Butterfinger. He
It was
would
basically
say.
Butterfinger fragments.
Yeah.
You know, and Butterfingers weren't good.
Did we talk about this
We've
already?
talked
I have
about
a-
that.
I
Yeah.
have a theory about how they decided to make scraps into the next candy. So like this is if
Right.
they're, when
Yep.
they're cutting the Butterfinger bars, the president's walking around going,
There's an
something we
awful
can
lot
do.
of candy on the floor here.
There's something we can do with these scraps.
He gets a dust mop and just.
we could
Yeah,
sweep it up and make BBs.
Johnson, grab a broom. I've got an idea.
I've got an idea.
Oh,
Overhead.
Yep.
This
I
is when I graduated high
distinctly,
school.
I distinctly remember Tim, my brother, and his best friend across the street, Corey, in the living room, doing a challenge to see who could put the most warheads in their mouth at the same time.
Does it get worse? Does it have
Without
accumulated
making a
Oh.
effect?
face.
Yeah, because if you have it on different parts of your tongue, you're burning multiple taste buds at the same time. And so, like, they'd have to stick them in their cheeks to keep them in, and the side is where the sour.
Oh, so the first
Taste
person to
buds
spit
are-
them out.
Yeah.
Well, but they wouldn't let it go. Like, they didn't want to lose. And so I distinctly remember both of them, like,
Tears.
laughing. And they're, like, trying to keep their lips closed, but they couldn't because it was so sour. And they're puckering. And then, like, drool was just, like,
coming out of their
coming
face.
out of. And it was the grossest, but also most hilarious thing.
So it does have it has a cumulative. What I like
Oh, yeah.
is
They're
the
real
logo
sour.
makes it looks like your head's gonna explode, but just to reassure you, it's only mildly sour. Oh, mildly sour, wildly sweet. So
Well,
See, now
and
those are
Don't
different.
worry,
Those are
guys.
the cubes. They had
Those
the
are not as
actual.
bad.
They had hard candy. They were like
Yeah.
little round hard candies, and you put those in, and they had like a coating on them that was seriously sour. I mean,
Yep.
it was like it would bite you.
Yep.
that sounds like a good challenge. We could do
They were
that.
sour.
There's a
So there's
What?
1994 cookies.
I
and
remember
cream.
those.
okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I think you
cool.
can still get those.
What's another?
Oh, that's Tabby right there. Nestle Magic Balls. It's like they have
magic.
toys in them now, but back then they had candy. Like it's the surprise.
What kind of candy is that? That looks like
like Tom.
Sweet
urinal
tarts.
cakes.
It's sweet tarts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. This could go together. What would
Or
be
taste
really
like
bad to
sweet
put
tarts.
in chocolate?
The Wonder
Why does it look like
Balls.
puppy feet?
It's probably
to your dog.
Scooby Doo themed. Nestle probably had a thing with Scooby Doo. Right then. That's
all
my
right.
guess.
Do we have what's another date? John, do you have a
Amber said she's
Starburst?
96. Yeah, that's Amber right there. Starburst.
That-
96
You think
Starburst.
Starburst would be older than this?
Yeah.
It seems like an 80s kind of.
Well, these were the popular candies, right? This
Well,
wasn't the year that they were
I see.
invented.
You're right. It's not that they existed. It's just that they
Right.
rose. They rose to fame.
They rose to prominence in this year.
I'm gonna guess the commercials got good at this time. I don't know.
Mhm.
How did it? It's hard to imagine, but they only
Starburst
seem-
are always good. You can't go wrong with those.
Nerds rope.
Ugh.
This is when so now we've gone from York, which was just like a simple, just a peppermint patty. Now we're
Yeah.
combining like licorice and nerds,
And
we're starting to
Nerds, right.
smash them together.
Those were not good.
We're
I
making
We're
know.
running out of ideas, guys.
I'll
What
tell
are
you
we
the
gonna
worst.
do?
The worst thing that you can put into ice cream is Nerds. I think I maybe have talked about that before, but it
I don't-
turns.
That's an
if you-
interesting topic.
We had a
Probably turns
nerd
brown.
had a Nerds blizzard. It was. I said, "Hey, I like Nerds and I like ice cream. Let's put them together." And it is like a cup of vomit.
Well, also the ice cream freezes the nerds, so they turn into like gravel. You can't
Yeah.
crunch
Right.
them
It's
as
like
easily.
little fish gravel vomit.
I didn't think that the taste would be worse. What's wrong with the taste?
Well,
it
it's-
doesn't taste that bad,
they're
but like the
acidic.
color gets rid. All the color.
No, if you like the
mixes.
taste of vomit,
Oh,
it's fine.
See,
If
he's
you-
saying you're saying the taste is bad, but it wouldn't just taste like nerds, or
No, it's like because
You ever put orange juice and milk together,
Yeah.
and you know how you get that kind
Ah.
of you get that acidic and milk, and you mix them together, and that.
now I get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that. You're right. It is citrusy.
Andrew's 1998,
Oh,
so he's back.
down we go. Do you think it baby bottle pop
Mm-hmm.
with popping powder?
See, now
Baby
we're just
bottle pop,
starting to
baby
make
bottle pop.
amalgamated candy.
Yeah, we're just redoing stuff. So you can kind of see the decline of a society by
Lick
looking
it.
at its candy.
Lick
This
it,
is my,
dip it, or shake it. Now, only one of those things is actually consuming it. The other,
And
dipping
shake
it, and
it. Yeah.
shaking it doesn't do anything. Yeah.
I just dipped it. That's hilarious. Yeah, so that's my dissertation is the decline and fall of the American empire as told by its candy. So now it's obvious that we're getting bored here. We had to take Pop Rocks and put it in a baby bottle
Right.
pop lollipop.
It's not Pop Rocks. It's like the sugar dip from Dip Sticks, or I
But
mean,
the
Fun
powder
Dip.
pops. It's popping
Oh,
powder.
It's
that I
popping
guess that
powder.
one does. But that was a later iteration. Like the first one was just regular sugar.
Oh yeah.
It distinctly says popping powder right there.
Yeah, it
Big
does. That
letter.
one does. You're right.
Bottle pop. All right.
So then we're at 99.
This is where
Crispy
me and
M&Ms.
Melody got married. But I don't remember crispy M&Ms.
Oh,
Actually,
they're like the Kit Kat wafer inside of
Oh,
them.
yeah. The thing is, it pushes the chocolate out of the way.
Then they're not M&Ms.
It's taking the point of the eating the.
Mhm.
Anyway,
tastes like
that was
That's
it.
it.
If you were
1999.
born, I don't know if we have anybody that was born after
You're born in
99
2000.
watching. Any
We
2000
we
people out there?
would because they'd be 22 this year, which is old enough.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
sorry.
I have like the most popular, or we can do your quiz.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do the
let's do. You want to do the quiz? We're out of time right now, so let's do.
what? Okay.
So
I
let's
want
do
to.
what?
I don't know. I want to prove to everybody your quiz isn't stupid.
Okay,
just
put
want
it
them
up
to
there,
know.
Peach. We'll do a couple of them.
For a couple, yeah, we
You
can
got
do
to
it.
do a
flip it
couple
from
of-
the gnome.
All right. Here's how we. This
He is
is a
smiling. Okay, he looks like a pleasant fellow.
this
I
is
was,
a
I was suspicious. of
quiz
him
that I've
before.
called "Who Would Do This?"
Space.
This is
Right.
gonna go well.
It's who would
premise-
do to hiss.
It's
There's
a
like
hiss.
space there.
Right. Well,
Anyway.
the premise is that there are various traditions from around the world, and so you have to guess which country does this holiday tradition. All right.
Is it
So the first
pictures
one
or you
is
just tell- oh.
children carve designs out of large beets, which were known as punkies.
Punkies. Beets?
what
That's not an
country-
American
What country do they
tradition?
carve beets?
Germany.
Punkies does sound like a German. Everyone grab your beets. It's coffee.
Everyone get your beets and bring your punkies, and we will carve.
That's
Which
see,
are
I
punkies?
said the same thing.
So it is not German. Is that why you're delayed?
It's not German.
Oh.
Um,
Who has beets? I don't even know
Italy.
who has beets.
it's not Italy. It's not
Scotland.
Sweden. It's not Scotland.
Sweden.
Oh, that was.
Oh, you get your punkies.
That's a good guess.
See, it sounds Dutch.
It's not Dutch. You can keep saying German, and it's going to be wrong every time you
Denmark.
say it. No,
They're going all over the Scandinavian.
Is it
it's
European?
not Germany. It should be. It is
Let's,
European.
Let's go by continent first.
France.
France wouldn't. I don't know if they'd
Russia.
carve.
Russian's Asian,
No,
partly.
wherever
Yeah.
Dwight Schrute's family is from,
Yep.
Iceland.
See, they're
No.
Dutch. I mean, they were German.
Ireland.
No, you guys.
Why do you expect us to know this?
My gosh! All right, I'm gonna.
It is. There is a bit of incredulity in your voice.
The Netherlands.
No,
I don't
what?
mean to. I don't mean to sound short with you guys, but for crying out loud,
All right,
right.
flip it.
here it is. It is actually England.
What?
Very old England. Next
Okay.
question.
Grab your beets.
Grab your
Ooh, that's a
children
nice
also
punky.
play a trick known as knock-a-dolly, which involves knocking on their neighbors' doors
Oh.
and running away
Oh.
before they answer them.
That sounds British too, but I'm gonna go with
Knock a dolly.
It sounds like something the
Knock-a-dolly.
Brits would do, but it's not.
I'm gonna go with Scotland this time.
It's not Scotland.
It's got to be something in
Are
the
you-
United Kingdom.
Are you distinguishing between like UK or all those different? So Northern
No, it's-
Ireland is a sovereign country. Wait, that's it's not an Irish thing.
Oh, did somebody
course.
guess Ireland?
Yes.
Did somebody guess Ireland?
That would be
Yes.
me. 2 seconds.
It's
ago.
Ireland!
Yep.
Congratulations!
I told you. It had
How
This
is
is
this
the
a
place-
dumb game?
This is where they visit places where their ancestors used to live and feast on traditional foods while they visit the places where their ancestors lived.
Oh, okay. I was like, this country eats traditional foods.
Well, I had to take that out. I had to take out the
Right.
because it said they feast on traditional name of country foods.
That sounds like a Japanese situation. They do a lot of ancestor stuff.
a lot
If
of
not, then I'm going to
ancestor
go with Kenya or. I'm going to work my
that
way down the
sounds
coast.
Japanese, but if not Japan, I'm
Kenya.
going to go Kenya.
Okay, Mexico.
Nope.
Oh, that's so cocoa. That's such a cocoa thing.
Day of the Dead celebration. Yeah, I think I
It's
agree.
not.
But
This is not Dios de los Muertos.
a lot of people say Mexico. But he
Yep.
says
Spain.
no.
Yep.
Okay, France.
Portugal,
So this-
Brazil,
China?
Chile.
China.
Ooh, China.
Is it
No,
China?
it's not
Is
China.
it Korea? Somewhere in Korea?
Did somebody guess Korea?
I did.
Are you serious?
Korea.
Well done. Well done.
All right. Families set up decorations and food for the arrival of previously deceased
These-
spirits.
That's Mexico.
This is Mexico.
Yeah, that's the one everybody is guessing Mexico
Yes?
for.
Oh.
Is that
I'll
what
just-
we're, is that what
I'll
we're
just-
guessing?
A lot of people.
Mexico.
I'm just gonna recycle their old comments.
Okay.
You just jumped.
During the ghost month, people lay out incense, food, and water in front of photos of deceased family members.
That sounds
That's
like the
that's
same
the
thing.
Day of the Dead again.
Mexico again.
It's Mexico. This is gonna be somewhere in Africa.
Kenya.
Kenya.
No,
Nope, it's Congo. It's the Democratic Republic
I
of the
can't actually
Congo.
see. So you actually tell me what they're guessing because
Montenegro.
Egypt.
We got Argentina, China,
Madagascar.
Bethlehem.
Oh, who said China?
Oh, the Duchess of
graceful.
Mandalore.
It's China.
Yep.
Well,
That's what they do in
done.
China. Cookies called beans of the dead are offered to the deceased.
What?
You heard me.
Beans of the dead.
Beans of the dead. And
Children, does anyone
that's
want
the
any more beans of the dead?
that's the only reason that this one is even in the list, is because I loved Beans of the Dead as a name for cookies.
Do you think that's the ones that they burnt? And that's why they're like, you know what? These are dead cookies.
we're giving these to the dead people. They don't care.
Brazil,
What do they like that? Beans of the
not
dead
Brazil.
sounds like
Russia,
a misinterpretation. Kazakhstan.
Japan.
It sounds like something that's mixed up in translation. So I'm trying to think of the weirdest.
Ukraine,
Thailand.
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua. No,
Nope.
no, it's not North Korea.
Argentina.
I think
gosh,
it's good.
Travis.
I mean, the joke's already over. So it's Italy.
What?
What?
I would have never.
Weird.
I thought it was gonna be
Grandpa
a bit more
never
third
mentioned
world
this.
than that.
And I think there's another one.
Beans of the
People
dead.
walk through graveyards where they feed their ancestors with food from their own tables.
I'm sensing a theme here. It seems like everybody does this.
Offering things to ancestors.
Food to their ancestors. Yeah.
From their own tables, though, Peach, as opposed to other people's tables.
Egypt.
Mm.
Nobody's guessed that.
Yeah,
See,
somebody
this
did.
That's where it starts to get.
Oh,
dumb.
did they?
Vietnam,
Ooh, that's good.
Greenland.
Greenland.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us this. Have we guessed the country already?
Liechtenstein.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that among all of the countries that have been guessed, it's probably up there somewhere.
All the
Okay.
things that
It's
we.
Haiti.
Oh no, we didn't guess
No.
that one.
Dang
Wow. Dang it.
it! Dang it!
So
These people reserve little fanfare for Halloween, as it is seen as an imported American tradition.
Canada.
Oh.
Not Canada.
No?
Canada. They're too cool for school.
Nope. But these people don't
French
actually
only,
care
yeah,
about Halloween because they think it's too American.
That'd be France.
France.
It's France.
Yeah,
Eve.
Russ got it too. France.
That's funny that people say
Why
France.
are the
like
children
immediate.
dressed like little goblins and things and asking for candy? It's so American.
Oh,
It's
they
so
look so
I
cute.
cannot
I hate it. They look so cute.
Look
I
at them
hate it.
smiling with joy.
October 1st, the clinical tranquility of public trains is transformed into a frenetic Halloween bash.
I have questions about the question.
Halloween
Clinical
trains.
Tranquility.
Where
of
are
public
Halloween
trains?
trains the tradition?
We already had it. Public trains. That's a big Japanese thing.
Okay, Germany this time.
Japan!
Oh, I would have never
got
guessed
one.
that.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, the service
That's
is
it.
called Tranquility of Public Trains.
Oh, okay.
No,
then,
no, I
yeah.
get it. I read it wrong. Crap. I just went public trains. That's Japan.
It is, but you were
Do
right.
they party on the trains? That's something. to
Yeah,
look up
yeah,
later.
yeah. Oh, they do. They party hard on the trains.
That's why I would
Get
never
squished
guess.
in there.
I don't
They
feel
party-
like Japanese goes with frenetic
party-
Halloween bash.
They party like a bunch of Frenchmen on any holiday that's not Halloween.
They move their arms and everything.
Yeah, they do. All right, go Peach.
If you've enjoyed what you've seen here this evening, you should consider going to johnbranian.com and becoming an official Click member. Don't just consider it, do it. And then, after you've subscribed, you'll get a link on the members' homepage to the Affert Party, which begins right after the show every Sunday. Go to castingcrowns.com to keep in touch with Juan. I mean, not literally with just him.
Door's almost
because
done.
He doesn't run
Sorry.
his own website. He's got people for that. But if you want to go and get tickets for a show that might be near you, then that's where to go.
That's where you do it.
Go to johnthomasoaks.com and you will find more You'll find more like what you saw today.
And you'll find Here Come the Skeletons, which we haven't played this Oakstober, and I'm sad about that.
Also, in the effort party, I think I'm going to share the video of the kid doing the patriarchy song that John Thomas wrote. And nobody on SCQS has seen this song yet, unless you happen to be at the Fight Laugh Feast conference. But I don't think most of you were. So
Right. So that'll be at the effort party.
that's at the effort party for our members. Anyway, how are we going to read the credits tonight, fellas? Oh,
Randomizer. Oh,
go to Vacay with
Yes.
Comics.
You want me to randomize it?
2023. Go to johnbranding.com for more information about Vacay. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's all I
It will
got to say.
be more fun than a Frenchman on a holiday. Okay, I'm going to
And
stop.
And you can tune in tomorrow to our podcast if you go to the flfnetwork.com and listen to the Comedian Next Door podcast that's coming out tomorrow. It's insider backstage, well, I guess not backstage, but insider content with Andrew's birthday party, which was on
Wow.
Saturday.
All right, tonight we're
Whoa.
reading. Joanna and I are reading the credits in the style of a drunk surfer whose tongue is stuck to a pole.
A drunk
Oh.
surfer whose tongue
bruh.
is stuck to a pole. All right, there you go.
Oh,
Comedy click, bro.
totally right.
It's hard to
Hey,
tell what's
Hogwarts,
from the
Bob.
tongue and what's from being drunk. Go
Oh.
on.
Hi.
Hey, Talamaka. Turns it off. Kabaka. Save me some of them full